Bonjour à tous. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Learn French with Madame. Today we are going to finish talking about Bien dit de chapitre 7, vocabulaire de. So in our previous video, we talked about animals that you might encounter while you're out camping and fishing. We're going to add to that today with a couple more items that you might encounter, not necessarily animals, but more things. And then we're going to talk about some important phrases. So hopefully this video isn't too long, but also hopefully you'll get a lot out of this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Our first word that we have is un fleuve, un fleuve. Repeat that word after me. So répétez s'il vous plaît. We have un fleuve. Excellent. Un fleuve is a small river, a large river. A large river. So something that's like this picture right here, a large river. So something that's quite large. Our next one is une étoile d'araignée. Une étoile d'araignée is a spider web. Une toile d'araignée. So araignée, remember in our previous video, we said was spider. So une toile is a web, and then araignée is spider. So une toile d'araignée is a spider web. Okay, la prochaine mot. This is a little bit of review from our previous set of vocab. So un moustique is a mosquito. Un moustique, a mosquito. Et cette photo, c'est très cool. This picture is pretty cool because you can see lots of detail. So un moustique, a mosquito. Okay, up next is une forêt, une forêt. So in our previous video, we talked about le bois, which was the woods. Now we have une forêt, which is a forest. So le bois, the woods, and une forêt, the forest. So go ahead and say that word with me, une forêt. Très bien. Okay, la prochaine, c'est la rivière, la rivière. La rivière is a small river. So we had le fleuve, which was the large river, and now we have la rivière, which is a small river. So think of this as kind of more like a creek, and the le fleuve is a river. So la rivière, I guess you would call in English like a creek. Okay, so les phrases. So that was it for all the little words. Now we're going to talk about some phrases. So les phrases, tout à l'heure. You've seen this a little bit before. You've seen tout à l'heure, which means see you later. But tout à l'heure just means later as in the same day. So when we learned tout à l'heure, we learned it as see you later in the same day back in French 1. And now tout à l'heure is later in the same day. So we just get rid of that in front of it. So you could say, tout à l'heure, je vais aller pêcher. I'm going to go fishing. But tout à l'heure. All right, go ahead and say this phrase with me. We're going to say it 2 words and then the last word. So say tout à l'heure. Excellent. Tout à l'heure. And if you're having trouble getting that r sound at the end of words that end in re, like it helps if you keep your mouth open. So it's kind of hard to describe over video, but if you just make like an oval shape with your lips, it helps you to get that r sound in there. So tout à l'heure. All right. Our next word is après-demain. Après-demain. We should remember from French 1 that demain means tomorrow and that après means after. So literally this translates to after tomorrow. And we're talking about the day after tomorrow. So après-demain just means the day after tomorrow. So I could say après-demain, je vais aller pêcher. The day after tomorrow, I'm going to go fishing. Or après-demain, je vais me promener dans la forêt. The day after tomorrow, I'm going to go for a walk in the forest. All right, so go ahead and say these 2 words for me. So we're going to say après and then demain. All right, here we go. Après, demain. Excellent. La prochaine, c'est bientôt. This is also a review from French 1, so I'm sure you've noticed that a lot of these vocab words are a review from previous chapters and previous years of French. So this shouldn't be too hard to grasp, but I'm still going to give you lots of time before your next quiz too. So we have bientôt, which means soon. We've seen this as à bientôt, which means see you soon. So we're just getting rid of that à, and keeping the bientôt. And it's helpful if you struggle to say this to say bien, like the word B, the letter B, and then the letter N, and then a toe, like a toe on your foot. So bientôt. And bientôt just means soon. Remember, in French, we don't usually pronounce that last letter either. So we have bientôt, not bientôt. All right. Prochaine, you've heard me say this a lot. Prochaine means next. Prochaine, next. So you could say, dans une petite histoire, in a little story, you could say, je vais aller pêcher. I'm going to go fishing. Et prochaine, and next, je vais attraper un poisson. And next, I'm going to catch a fish. So prochaine means next. All right, go ahead and say that word with me. Prochaine. Excellent. La prochaine mot, the next word is la prochaine fois. La prochaine fois. So la prochaine, if prochaine meant next, now la prochaine must mean the next. And fois, you've heard me say a lot in French before, means time. So la prochaine or la prochaine fois means the next time. So la prochaine fois que je vais aller pêcher, the next time that I'm going to go fishing, je vais attraper un poisson. The next time I'm going to fishing, I'm going to catch a fish. So positive thinking. La prochaine fois. And fois can mean time for anything. You could say trois fois, which means 3 times, or cinq fois, which means 5 times. La cinquième fois means the 5th time. You can add fois after pretty much any number to say a number of times that something has been done or something will happen. So we have la prochaine fois. All right, go ahead and say this one after me. We're going to say it as 2 words and then 1 word. We're going to say la prochaine and then fois. All right, here we go. La prochaine fois. Excellent. Okay, se promener. You heard me say this as an example. Se promener is the verb to go on a walk or to go on a stroll. So we have se promener. You can say je me promène and then make sure you conjugate your verb. So je me promène means I'm going on a stroll, or tu te promènes, you're going on a stroll. Nous promenons, we're going on a stroll. But that se promener just means to take a stroll or to go on a walk. So go ahead and say that verb with me. Se promener. Excellent. Okay, se baigner. If you were in French 345 last year, you learned this as the verb to take a bath. But se baigner can also mean to swim or to like wade or take a dip. So se baigner, you could say je me baigne dans la rivière. I'm going to take a dip in the river. Or je me baigne dans la piscine. I'm going to swim in the pool. So we have se baigner, and then we just got to make sure we conjugate that verb like normal. So se baigner, go ahead and say that one. Se baigner. Très bien, très bien. On est presque fini. We're almost done. Oh, et c'est tout. I was a little ahead of myself. So, fini, c'est tout. C'est tout le vocabulaire. That's all of the vocab. Si vous avez des questions, envoyez-moi un email. Mais c'est tout et à plus.